Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Royals, Holt, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Sweet feet on the move. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On second down, looking again to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gonna let it fly. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he makes the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anthony. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up. And
he lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
They'll throw again after the incompletion, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Looking for a crease at screen. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll go to the counter. Tackle is made after the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense,
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Moving to running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
He wants to throw. Showing the arm straight down the left side. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
First and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Going up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And here comes the offense on second down. It's a draw. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On third down, going up top. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it from the red zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He leaves it with his back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots and try to make some plays and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak.
He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football, make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Coleman. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Auburn going to work with another first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays. They're getting chunks of yardage.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it.
The QB had all day to throw the football. That's the good news. The bad news is he couldn't find anybody open. He couldn't deliver the ball to him. So let's see if they can get some chemistry going with the wide receiver and quarterback throughout this game.
Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Power football with the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. Touchdown, Auburn! They take the lead with the 6.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets him for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over West Virginia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on the moves and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 3.
That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anthony. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and score.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Auburn 28, Arkansas 14.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Give to the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
If it's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Red pass, it's complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They go to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wide out in motion. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. The defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got his man.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are. And they work with their quarterback and they find them and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. On third and short, the power run here. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
This offense has a second down play.
Brings up second down.
Looking for room. It's Hill. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and another good run. What's new, though? I mean, this dude, 150 on the dot. That is a great day at the office. He's been really, really good all game long, and it's no secret why they continue to feature this guy in the ground game.
Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. On the option. He'll toss it. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down for this offense.
Timeout, Auburn.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. He'll ride his man on the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be brought down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On second down, wants to throw. Moving away from pressure. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time. And now